powerhouse major Category 3 hurricane off in the Atlantic Ocean. Hurricane Lee is headed to the Gulf of Maine, making landfall sometime this Saturday on Shabbos. This Category 3 hurricane turns into a Category 1 by Saturday. There cannot be a closer call in weather history, perhaps. In regards to this, we have the strongest winds on this hurricane or on its western edge. And then when you get just past that, there's almost nothing at all. The strongest winds, European computer model takes peak intensity of the storm right over Nantucket, with the storm completely missing, for all practical purposes, missing Providence and Boston. No hurricane conditions at all. Rain for them, breezy conditions with rain. The hurricane moves just to the east. Nantucket right now is in its path. However, Friday, this storm is going to go through a tremendous transformation. It's turning from tropical and becoming non-tropical. It's going to collide with a jet stream, and then the European computer model becomes more accurate, significantly more accurate in handling storms that involve the jet stream. Tropical storms are difficult to forecast the track. Actually, the track of all these storms are difficult, but it's more difficult when it's in the tropics. So this storm there'll be a clear idea of where it's going on Friday. The storm could move further to the east, which would completely miss Nantucket. And when we say miss Nantucket, we just mean the hurricane aspect of it will miss Nantucket. The rain, the western edge of the rain will likely be over those areas, Nantucket and probably Providence and Boston, although it's not set in stone either. So also the wind gusts will be strong. A breezy day, but wind gusts strong even in cities like Providence and Boston, just some stronger wind gusts, but nothing like hurricane conditions right now. It's the closest call ever. It's almost like watching a fly ball in a baseball game, and will it be a home run or will it be caught and be out? That's really exactly what this is like. It's the same thing as watching one of those major snowstorms move up the coast. Will you be in the 1 to 2 feet area, or will you miss it? The only difference is this thing is a hurricane. Sustained winds are not expected to reach hurricane force exactly, even over Nantucket, but wind gusts of 90 miles per hour. European computer model shows sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, but Nantucket is just about the furthest west that it's going to go, according to the European computer model. The National Hurricane Center really is the most accurate when it comes to tropical systems such as hurricanes. So the thing is, by this Shabbos, by this Rosh Hashanah, it's no longer going to be a tropical system. So the European computer model will handle it probably pretty well by that point on. Both forecasts are pretty similar. The Washington Post does a phenomenal job at explaining 3 different possibilities. The possibility of a little bit more to the west, a little bit more to the east, and the storm going, I believe, all 3 of them miss the major cities of Providence and Boston. All 3 scenarios, I believe, miss it. Nantucket, we have at least one scenario, and probably only one, puts it over Nantucket. The center is going to be far away from Nantucket, but the strongest winds in this hurricane will be on the western edge. It will not be around the center. So Nantucket, that's what it's forecasting. It's very difficult to envision a Rosh Hashanah with hurricane conditions. So Mir Tzashem, the thing will remain off the coast. 15 to 20 foot waves, however. So dangerous stuff along the coast, but dangerous rip currents are already happening as of right now. So Category 3 becomes a Category 1, and it's about 28.0 as of the morning of September 13th. 27.99 was barometric pressure with sustained winds of 115 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is expected to be 28.5 by Saturday morning, and sustained winds of about 82 miles per hour by 7 a.m. Saturday morning. That's a Category 1 hurricane, and it's expected to remain just off the coast, possibly hitting. European computer model does take it over Nantucket, but it's really a hit or miss for that area. Rain, there might be an isolated area all the way to the east, perhaps also in the southern portions of Nova Scotia, eastern portions of Maine, all the way to the east. There might be an isolated area that gets between 4 and 8 inches, but it's a sharp cutoff in regards to rain as well, tells us the National Weather Service of Boston, with the rainfall accumulations quickly dropping off to just an inch, perhaps 2. It's heavy stuff. Today, by the way, we just the past couple of days, it's also just a couple inches of rain over that area, but we've had some places that have gotten expected to get between 6 and 9 inches, not from the hurricane, that's from today, by the end of the rain system that's there today. When all is said and done, there will be some isolated spots with very similar amounts to what's expected with this tropical storm, this Hurricane Lee. So, I wish everyone a wonderful week, have a wonderful weekend, and chestiva v'chesima tova. September 11th, 2023, Monday. There's a lot of rain which is occurring across this country right now due to a front that extends all the way from the East Coast, along the coast, going down to the Gulf Coast. Also going into the southern plains. It actually has